second item was the host and nesting side table. Aged rose. And the code for that, 07033. And that was the brand. Oh, I guess I forgot to write down the brand on that one, didn't I? It must have been. Ah, that's right, it was. Perfect, okay. And that is... Hello. Yes, I can help you right over here. Please come on and have a seat. How may I assist you today? Ah, well, you've come to the right place. Absolutely. And I do have a bit of time right now, so I'm happy to consult with you about that. So, very nice to meet you, and thank you for choosing us. My name is Phoebe. I am an interior design consultant. I'll be taking you through the process today. Now, I would love to get a little bit of background from you and to get to know you and to get to know your goals for today. So, can I ask what type of space or spaces you might be looking to decorate? Oh, congratulations, that's so exciting. So, are we looking to kind of decorate the entire home? Any spaces you'd like to start with? Okay, absolutely. I would definitely recommend starting with the living space. I think that's a fabulous idea. Do you happen to have any photos of the space? Okay. Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, a lot of the time we even have people pull them from the listing on, like Realtor.com. Any type of picture you have will work perfectly. Or if you're able to share the address with us, we can pull from online as well. The reason a picture of that space, preferably empty, is very helpful to our process is because we have a very high-tech program that can render the space with any sort of furniture items that you might be interested in today after our consultation session, okay? It's pretty cool, so you can kind of get an idea of what the space would look like with any sort of furniture items that might be of interest to you. It's pretty cool. So, if you're able to just email that to our email address. Yep, so it is interiordesign@gmail.com. Perfect. And take your time with that. We're going to be looking through some magazines together, and then I would love to offer you some refreshments and just an opportunity to look through the catalogs on your own, just so we can have a very well-rounded background and a strong jumping off point of the type of thing that you like as well as the type of thing that you don't. Wonderful. All right, so I do like to take notes during the session. Is that okay with you? Okay. I'll just be periodically jotting some things down. And here we have a couple of catalogs to look through together. So we have a Lulu in Georgia, Ballard Designs, a Grandin Road, and a Green Row. Okay? Out of these four, are there any brands that you may already have an interest in or familiarity with? Just a starting point? Okay, let's start there. Definitely. So, we'll just kind of flip through together and you tell me what you like, what you don't. This page here does have a bit more of the light wood colors, lots of light blues, a bit more of a chic interior styling. What are your thoughts on these types of pieces? We have a very interesting and unique little ottoman here. It's on leopard print. And some curtains. Okay. Yep, that's helpful to me. I'm going to jot that down. Not a huge fan of the lighter. Yep, absolutely. Well, everybody has their preferences, and that's what this is all about. Okay. Tell me what you're seeing on this page. What interests you? Yep. Okay. But you do like the... Okay. I can tell you're leaning a bit more classic already, huh? I think that's wonderful. Actually, I might want to direct us to a different catalog based off of some of the things that you've shared already. And that's perfect. We learn and we pivot towards, closer and closer towards really nailing down what it is that you do like. Oh, you do? Okay. Yeah, this back here is catching your eye. That is beautifully done, isn't it? And tell me more specifically about that. Okay, you like the wood. The colors there too. So are you leaning more towards the fuller, more natural color palettes? Mm-hmm. That is a beautiful style. Absolutely. I can tell you're going to have a very lovely home. And tell me a bit about these pieces in here. Are you looking for any of these storage or hutch type of cabinets? Okay, absolutely we can look at those types of things as well. Definitely. Those go very well in the kitchen and dining room spaces too. Mm-hmm. Alright. And here's a larger photo of that same room. So, as you can see here, we do have some pretty paintings up in the background. Do you like that more traditional style of artwork? Okay. Absolutely. I think we're getting closer and closer to determining what sort of pieces I can recommend to you. And how about this here? Yeah, that's more of like the color washing. Isn't that nice? Okay, more for the mixture of different textures and patterns within the same color family for you. I hear that. This has a touch more of the modern style. Okay, you do? Yes. And that's truly beautiful, isn't it? When we bring together a couple of different style elements. Usually I recommend for you to stick mainly with one sort of anchoring style, and then what makes it a truly unique space for you will be those little touches that you pull in from other sorts of design categories. I I know, isn't that a really fun shape? I couldn't agree more. Those lamps are catching your eye? Okay. Alright, let's take a closer look there. So, what is it that is drawing you to this one? Okay, sort of there. Alright, I know the window is gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, you do? Absolutely, we can kind of draw from this, especially if you have similar windows in your space. For sure. Okay, so that is the one piece that you'd like us to incorporate. Yes, I can do that for sure. So the wooden coffee table is going to be coming with you, and you'd like it to be worked into the final design. 100%. Yes, we can. But this corner here was okay. And what do we think about this couch here? Okay, not opposed to that color, but tell me kind of what colors you do picture for a couch in your home. Okay. Yes, those natural colors, absolutely. Well, they are so classic, aren't they? It's hard to picture them really going out of style. Okay, I think we'll just look at one more. And then what I'll do is I would love to offer you a little snack and give you a moment to look through these. Tell me if there's anything else that really stands out to you. And while you do that, I will be on our computer program mocking you up a design, the perspective living room. I know, it's exciting, isn't it? I really love when a space comes together like that. So let me see if I can find us. I guess I did want to ask you about this type of thing. These structured chairs here are very commonly woven into traditional interior design. Tell me, what are your thoughts on this one? Okay. Yeah, just a different pattern. I understand completely. It is a very pretty shape though, isn't it? I think so too. I had a client have a chair like that reupholstered recently, and it completely transformed the room. Oh, these windows, yes, you were telling me that your living room has some beautiful windows like this. I always recommend having the furniture a few feet away. There are certain measurements that are recommended, but definitely I would love to set that up for you. Just creates sort of the flow and the openness in the space. And then you do. Okay, I thought you would. I'm starting to learn more about you, about your style. Yes, I truly am passionate about helping people build homes that they love, because that's the place where you spend so much of your time, and it has such a big impact on the way you feel. This plaid print here, I would love to direct your attention to. Tell me, kind of plaids, ginghams, are those colors and patterns that you would like to see in the proposals that we'll be sharing with you? Okay. Absolutely, absolutely. Probably not this particular color right here, and that is okay. We'll take one final look here, because I know you said you like the wood tones. this does have a bit more of a moodiness to it, this room. Do you like the moodiness there? I did jot down that blue couch for you. And I would love to show you a few different armchairs. I'll stick within that color palette that we had discussed though, okay? Well, I think a good amount of information to go off of, so thank you so much for looking through these with me. So I am going to take the notes that I've been taking and go into our system. And as I mentioned, I will be building you a bit of a proposal space based off of some of the initial things that you've shared with me. So while I'm working on that, I would love to offer you a few complimentary snacks and refreshments, alright? So typically we have a selection, all from local bakeries and vendors. So it's rotating, but when I go back and check, we most typically have cookies, pastries, fruits, and then we offer coffees, teas, sparkling and still water. May I ask which one of those beverages sounds the best to you? Absolutely, I can get that for you. And then any allergies, or are you okay with just the selection of the other snacks that we have? Okay. Well, I will be right back over with those for you, and we'll get started on the next step in the process. All right. Thank you so much for your patience. So here I have for you some local fruits. Specifically, we have raspberries and blueberries, an apricot pastry from a local bakery, a raspberry pastry as well, and then a crispy milk chocolate pastry. And for your beverage, here is that shot of espresso that you've requested, as well as some sparkling water to go with that. If you're interested in sweetening it, this is some local honey as well. And while you enjoy this spread, I also have those magazines for you. So we'll just set those out. Please enjoy this. Take your time looking through, and I'll be right over here working if you need anything, alright? Okay, I'll leave you to it. I think let's first take a sip of that. I'm quite thirsty. Okay. And I don't think we looked through this one very much yet. I like the leather pouch there. Ooh, especially that one. That's really nice. Let me try one of these pastries. Let's try. Oh, that's right. This one is a little bit more light colored. Oh, but they do have some darker tones that I like. Oh, that couch is pretty, actually. Yeah, I think I like the way that looks. I'm not usually the biggest fan of the curtains, but honestly, I like those ones. Those are good. I guess I like that one. Not so much those. That bar is fun. I think I'd like to have something like that. I haven't even thought about rugs yet. That one could be good. Let me try the last kind here. Oh, I bet that goes well with this. I think I might have liked this one the best. That's right. I just love the way this room was set up. Something about the way they centered that is so pretty to me. I think I actually like that yellow too. I'm surprised that I do, but colors. Couch. Coffee table. Okay. Alrighty. How is everything? Good, good. You enjoyed it? I'm very glad to hear. So, I would like to show you our very high-tech program here. So, we really pride ourselves on this innovation in this creative space. This is a new program that we're piloting, and not a lot of other companies in the area have this. let me take you through it, okay? So you can see here, we took that background image that you've sent to us of your empty living room with those gorgeous windows. You are just going to love the natural light from those. So here I have an assortment of different couches and different chairs. And I really just wanted to start off looking at those large pieces with you. So as you can see here, I've replicated the coffee table that you told us you'd be bringing in as best as I could. So just a wooden coffee table. If you do happen to have a picture of the exact one, I can go ahead and upload that in here too. But just to have a starting off point, I wanted to see how that would look with some of the other colors, tones, patterns that you had been requesting. So you mentioned an interest in gingham chairs. I wanted you to be able to see how that would play in the space, as well as natural tones for couches, as you can see, and I tried to stick with more traditional design elements there. Here you can see on the side, we can play around with a few different couches, so the tones all agree with one another. I did pull a blue couch for you as well. It is fun, isn't it? And just trying to hit all of the different markers that you had mentioned, interest-wise. So really, this allows us to play around with colors and patterns and different style elements within your room to determine what works and what doesn't. And while we look through this, I want you to picture yourself living in the space, what types of things you plan to use this living space for, and if this layout works well for you, okay? That's the most important thing, really. If you don't have the functionality, you might love the style, but you might end up changing it out for something else that works better for you in the future. So, as you can see here, I really love the technology of this program because it's so easy to just swap out one chair or couch or piece of furniture for another. So let's say you wanted to have a more light colored leather chair. We have this beautiful Chesterfield sofa as an example. This one in particular, yes, it does come from the brand Polly & Park. It's a really popular one, yes. And let's say, just for example, you would like to see that with a green chair. We can accommodate that as well. So any chair that you might like to see in the space, we can go ahead and pull in. That one is especially beautiful, isn't it? I couldn't agree more. Yeah, the gingham there. It's very in style right now, but it's still very classic. So, based off of this here, these couch colors and these chair colors and styles, are there any that you especially like or especially don't love so much? Okay. I understand when we have those pets. Yeah, we sometimes don't want to have the lighter fabric. I understand that. That's the beautiful thing about this program, is it's so easy to remove the styles that might not be so preferred as well. So we've also got here sort of a tufted button cushioned look. And I did pull some of those Chesterfield sofas too. It helps to bring in that texture even when the couch itself is monotone. It creates sort of the depths with the shadows, giving it a really interesting feeling. You do, okay. Beautiful. And is there any other feedback I can take from you? Yes, we do. So if you wanted to consider rugs in the space, we can kind of pull those in. Isn't that cool? I know. We really do, like I said, love the technology of this program. So, if you wanted to have a rug in your space and get an idea of how that would look here, we also accommodate rug orders, and we can look through those specifically together. Or if you have a rug that you already own and want it styled in the space, we can upload an image of that in here as well. Okay? Alright, so now that you have an idea of how all of this works, the next steps will be for us to put together a few different design proposals for you with mixtures of these particular colors and patterns and styles. Really putting them together in a way that they play off of each other well, because not every piece, you would want to pair together. For example, I likely wouldn't recommend such a similar colored and style of couch and chair. Usually you want to have a few different colors, patterns, textures, styles that all follow a similar theme and category that unifies them, but not necessarily exactly the same. Definitely. So we will put these all into our program, which pulls different pieces based off of those similar elements and sort of categorizes them together, giving you a beautifully diverse, textured home. All right? Perfect. So, after these are shared with you, we'll be scheduling another follow-up consultation to review them. All right? So, once you have had a chance to review them on your own, we'd love to get your feedback. We can combine a couple of different styles, play around with it a bit more. But if there are some pieces that particularly stand out to you that you really love, at that point, we can go ahead and order them. Absolutely. So I really would recommend getting them into the space. And we do offer, for most products, a 30-day tryout period with a guarantee that you can return it if it does not work well in your space, okay? Yes, your satisfaction is our highest priority. Absolutely. Well, my dear, thank you again for choosing to take this journey with us. You're in such an exciting season of your life. And we will be sure to get the new proposed room plans out to you within the next 2 to 3 business days, and we will go from there. All right? Do you have any other questions for me today? Well, thank you again, my friend. It's been a pleasure consulting with you today. All right. Well, until we meet next time.